Hi, this is Irma Sandoval, and this is not easy to share. I just want to let you know that this is my story, personal, so here goes. In 1979, my mom just had my little sister. It was in 1977. I was about 3.5 years old, and we lived in downtown Los Angeles. My dad just left off to work, and my dad had a really special knock. It's da 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 da. I believe that's a knock and a haircut, 2 pins. So I ran to the door, and what I realized is that when I opened the door, it was a stranger, and my mom was talking to someone about a plumber. So next thing I know, I go and watch TV with my sister, Yvonne, and she and I were watching TV. She was like 7, I was like 3.5 years old. And then my mom decided to tell the guy, okay, it's over here. She's telling where the kitchen is, and she's pointing to the kitchen. Next thing you know, this guy starts choking my mom from behind and says, if you scream, I will kill you and your little ones. And my mom decided to think and said, hey, my daughters are going to run out. And she didn't know a lot of English. I don't know how she figured it out, but she made him go to the door, and she opened the door, even though she told him it was closed. She opened the door, and then my mom said he was strangling her, and she had to think very quickly because her tongue was all the way down to her belly. And right when he was about to continuously murder her and rape her, she picked up this white teacup right next to the couch. She picked it up, threw it right to this huge window, and she said, Niña, corran, corran, este señor nos va a matar a todas. And she said pretty much, run, 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 girls, this guy's going to kill us, and all of you run. And I remember running. I got the door, and I started running. I started banging on the door, and I ran fast. And I told everybody, please help me, please help my mom. Someone's trying to kill my mom. And anyways, this guy was trying to get us, and he was confused, trying to get my mom, and he got confused. So many people were coming out. People were pointing at him. He ended up escaping, and my mom saved my life. And to this day, my mom gave me life. She saved my life. And the reason why I tell you this story is because this story affected me so much. My mom was very smart. She was very strong mentally and physically. And the number one rule that my husband always says is never panic. If you panic, you die. And my mom decided not to panic. And she thought with her head, and she saved my life. And ever since I had that experience, I really wanted to make sure that never happened to me again. So that I had to make sure that I was strong, but not just physically, mentally. And when I decided to get strong mentally and physically, it did wonders for me and myself and my life. I was more focused. I was ready. And I was never scared. I just was ready. I wanted to share this wonderful feeling and how to be strong mentally and physically. And so I decided, you know what? I know a lot of people feel like they're trapped. Their relationships, they either get battered mentally or physically. And I need to do something about it. I want to help more women. And so I did. I decided about 9 years ago to open up a gym, to open up an academy to show women that with some simple steps, you can also be strong, but not just physically, mentally, and spiritually, and emotionally. Because research has shown that the number one killer for men is heart disease. And the number one killer for women, well, it's men, not just physically worldwide, but emotionally. Again, I see so many people in bad relationships and so much trauma, and they don't know how to get out. And they take alcohol and drugs and food, and they're up and